Good evening, Kenton community. My name is Sabatino Samato. I'm your superintendent, and this is your weekly Connection update. A few very important highlights today in the Connection. First, we're going to start with some of our programming here in Kenton. Then it's going to lead us to important registration deadlines that are coming up for our youngest students. Then we're going to have, of course, our school highlights. We're going to round it off with our recognition, so let's get going. First, once again, talking about programming. Ladies and gentlemen, here in Kenton, our educators, our administrators, our staff truly understand the importance of connections. They truly understand what it is to really make learning authentic, to engage students in the learning process. As we know, that is when students learn best. And we have been known for that in Kenton for decades, for a very long time. But especially one of our very premier highlighted programs today, I really want to talk about our Big Picture program, where it takes student engagement and individualized learning to the next level. You see, our Big Picture program was created nearly a decade ago as a result of an initiative called Operation Graduation. And that's when a team of teachers, administrators, staff, and other stakeholders, including our own board president, Mr. Shamara, really set out to develop a new approach to raising graduation rates, and that led them to Big Picture learning, this transformational educational framework that is practiced in approximately 65 schools across the country. And I could tell you, coming back to Kenton from being outside of Kenton, Big Picture is the envy of other programs, of other school districts. Everybody wants to learn and see from this model that we have right here in Kenton. And it operates right there at our Kenmore Middle School, and it focuses on secondary education from 8th through 12th grade, where students maintain the option of participating in sports and extracurriculars from their sending school, but they do all their classes right there at Big Picture, and they do all their core classes, folks, math, ELA, science, but there's a special emphasis on internship experiences and project-based learning. That's what Big Picture is all about. That's what I'm talking about, that level of engagement. Our students do a fantastic job. And I had the opportunity to see this firsthand last week, where I saw students displaying their exhibition. These are unique components to the Big Picture program that empower students to take ownership over their academic success. They are essentially student-led parent-teacher conferences. And folks, these exhibitions range anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes, and you should see the job that students do. I got to see Jaden Billups last week do such a phenomenal job as an 8th grader. It blew me away. So special kudos to our Big Picture students. Special kudos to our Big Picture program. You are the envy of all, and these are our educators doing the best and being the best and showing what Kenton is all about. Congratulations to our Big Picture program. If you have more time, folks, I really suggest learning more about the program when you can. Our next section, I can't believe I'm already talking about the 2022-2023 school year, but it is that time again for our universal pre-K and our kindergarten registration. Registration opens up this January 2022 for next September, and it's very important. I really encourage all of our families. There are specific dates. Folks, not only are there dates here, the process is all electronic, in which you can't use your smartphone for this process. You actually have to be on a computer to make sure that you're going through all of the steps correctly. And if you look at our connection this week, it gives the dates for each of our schools, each of our programs for UPK and kindergarten, and when those registrations are beginning. So really, be one of the ones that's an early bird to make sure that you're in for next fall. Also, you'll see that all of our registration, our age levels for registration are all listed there in the connection. So I encourage you, make sure you pick up and read that section of the connection this week. Our next section of the connection goes into school highlights, and really cool stuff going on throughout the district. There's a few highlights from Kenmore East. We got one from Kenmore West. Hoover's in there, Holmes is in there, Franklin is in there. So make sure that you pick up the connection and read about our wonderful staff, our wonderful students, and all the great things that are going on throughout Kenton. You'll notice also this week in the connection that there's a section highlighting our very own president, President Matt Chimera, who was inducted into the Section 6 Hall of Fame last Friday. You see, President Chimera, before becoming our president, was one of our own very own Kenton teachers who coached many sports, including softball, that he had a lot of highlights for. Look at the connection for those highlights. Congratulations to President Chimera. It actually brings us to our important recognition this week, and that's Trustee Todd Marquardt. Earlier this week, we are proud to learn that a member of our Board of Education, longtime Kenton coach, Trustee Todd Marquardt, has been selected for the New York State Soccer Hall of Fame. He is one of only a handful of individuals from our region to earn this distinction. Trustee Marquardt coached a variety of Kenton sports before joining the Board of Education, including Ken West boys soccer, which he coached for 31 seasons. His career encompassed 609 games, which included 2 Section 6 championships. He also coached softball at Kenmore West and boys bowling at Kenmore East, leading the Kenmore East boys bowling team to a Section 6 Class B championship in 2020. Trustee Marquardt will be inducted into the New York State Soccer Hall of Fame during a ceremony next fall. Only 5 other individuals from Section 6 have earned this distinction since the Soccer Hall of Fame was created nearly 30 years ago. Please join me in congratulating Trustee Marquardt. And that's where I'm ending today. Folks, we are very fortunate. I know that this has been a crazy time. I know that we've had craziness for the past 2 years, just about 2 years now. But we are so fortunate in Kenton to have the people that we have, the families that we have, the students that we have, and of course, the second to none staff of teachers, support staff, administrators in our district, that really, this is just evidence of how our teaching staff has done tremendous things and will continue to do tremendous things for our students, no matter what it takes. Because that's our motto here in Kenton. We do whatever it takes to get students to succeed. Because that's what makes us Kenton strong. That is why we are Kenton proud. And that will keep us moving this Kenton forward together. Have a wonderful weekend. And please try and stay warm and safe.